Welcome everyone back to the European Journeyman. In today's episode, we have both legs in our first ever games in the Champions League knockout rounds. We're in the playoff knockout round, which means you basically didn't finish in the top 8. We've drawn Marseille. Very, very winnable game, I feel. And this is the team we're going with for the first leg. There's been no games in between. It's a rare occurrence where between episodes there's actually been no other games. So just the games, no transfer business to talk of. Nothing else happening, so we'll just progress. So this is the team we're going with. Trubin in goal, back four. Very familiar team, this. Group Farm, Slottiger, Bejovic, and Ruiz. Diaz and Martin in midfield. Trincao, Davic, Granheim, and Garçon. Trincao on 22 goals. 22 goals in 21 games. 20 starts, 1 sub. He's unbelievable. He's so good. Yeah. Oyono obviously got injured again, so he's going to miss out. Has he got a problem with injuries? Not really, so he's just been unlucky. Excuse me, he's not a injury-prone player. So this is the team we're going to go with. We are at home for the first leg, which I don't really like. I prefer to get the away leg out the way. We are playing De Zerbi's Marseille, but I think this is definitely winnable. I think if we can get at least a clean sheet, if we go in with a clean sheet or a goal advantage, as long as we go into the second leg with a goal advantage, I think we can do well, but it's not going to be easy. Obviously, they're a decent enough side if they're getting through the qualifiers as well, or the group stage. So, but I don't think they're unbeatable. It's not like we've drawn, one of the really big boys. Ruiz picks up the loose ball, swings it over to Trincao. Oh, he's just unreal. He's having an unbelievable. This is one of the best seasons I've ever had from a player, ever. He's so good. He's just, for how, I don't want to be mean, he just looks quite average now, like his player, but he's just been so good. And this is why you can't just go off coach ratings and what you see. If a player's doing well for you in the engine, don't question it. Just keep playing them. And if they keep performing, it doesn't really matter. 1-0 up, that's exactly what we want to see. So I think this is the round of 32 in theory, and then you would go into the 16 if you win this. So we do need to, or we would like to win this. Anyway, Trincao hits the bar. That would have been lovely. I mean, we've looked good here, 25 minutes in. We've only seen positive highlights from ourselves, so it would be good to get through this. Obviously, up until now, I think we'll probably just, if we get through, we'll just keep doing Champions League knockout rounds. I don't think we'll do any league games, even if we get knocked out now. I think we'd probably just go at the end of the season because there's just nothing to play for. We're just too good. Patricio Garçon makes it 2-0. We're so good. We are leathering Marseille. We need to absolutely go into the second leg with this team and this mentality because we are battering them. We're just so clinical. Garçon, he's definitely been missed up front with his injury, but he's on and he's back. He's doing Garçon things. Trincao nearly got another goal. I think someone was offside in the build-up. Might have been Garçon, I think it said. But yeah, we're looking very good here. We're looking very good. Not seeing anything from Marseille. I don't want to. We are seeing a little bit from them here, though. Diamande, it's a bit of a poor tackle from Martin and Nyaneri. Oh, Trubin, save of this season at point-blank range. Just makes himself big and keeps the clean sheet as it stands. He comes out. Oh, you knew he was coming out for that. After he made that big save, you knew he was feeling confident. You knew he was going to come out for it. He comes out, collects it. Remains 2-0 going into the half. And we are into the half, 2-0 up. I mean, we're looking very good. Do not let it drop. Don't need to make any changes. It's all going well. Everyone's fit. We're looking good. We do have a league game in between. We will, of course, be rotating. So we don't want to risk players getting injured in the league game before our second leg here. But we're looking good, man. I think if we can just hold on to this, the clean sheet most importantly. If we can get a third, that's even better. But if we can hold on to the clean sheet, that's the main thing for me. Martin into Trincao. I mean, that's a very poor clearance from Trincao. He's been unbelievable, but that's very poor. Thankfully, they've not capitalised on it. And it remains 2-0, but a third would really help us. It would really just give us that confidence that we are a much better side. If they get one back, it's kind of, I mean, we'd still have the goal advantage, but there'd be a lot to play for from their perspective. I think he's offside. Granheim scored, but I think he might have been offside. We'll see what VAR says. I didn't notice the linesman's flag. It's been given. Wow, I thought he was shooter offside, so I didn't really react, but it has been given. Trincao with the assist, Granheim with the goal. It's 3-0. We are leathering Marseille. I mean, we're not really looking at the stats, but we've just been clinical. We're taking our chances. They're not taking theirs. We have been very clinical this year. It's been a big difference, I've noticed. We'll make a couple subs now that players are tiring slightly. Just don't want to get any injuries. And we'll take off basically our 5 attacking players in one go. Big change. Give some minutes to the other boys. Get some development into the younger lads. But yeah, 3-0 win. Looking very good. Let's just hold on to this. Take this into the second leg. We're flying. We really are. So, great result. It's not over yet, though. Christian over the free kick. Not many men committed forward, but there could be enough. And there is enough. Tobias Slotziger gets a goal from a corner. He's a big boy. He can jump high. And he's done it again. 4-0. Do we even show the second leg? We will show it because you never know. I've definitely made that mistake of thinking it was wrapped up in the first leg. But we've won 4-0. That's very, very good. And that just shows you we are at a level now that's just below the top teams. Like we are, that level is a big gap. Make no mistake, there's a big gap between us and the top teams. But we can compete with that second tier of team now. Absolutely we can. So, good win there. We'll go play OB off camera and then we'll be back for the second leg. So for our second game of the episode, we have the away leg against Marseille in the Champions League knockout. We beat OB 3-2 with a heavily rotated side. Basically, everyone on the bench played. We just totally rotated the game. We were actually 3-0 up and went down to 3-2, but we did hold on for the win, which was good. So we are still unbeaten in the league. And we go into this 4-0 up. We are playing the same 11. We want to play our strongest side. No messing about, but we'd have to really, really mess it up now not to qualify. Wow, they have such a big attendance. 58,000 turn up for a game where you're already 4-0 down. They're really hoping for something quite special. But yeah, I mean, I think we are, it's safe to say we are a catastrophe away from being in the next round. So that'll definitely be the next episode if we do it. You know, it's no guarantee. Like I say, I've made the mistake of thinking it was wrapped up before. Weirdly, it's just something about being away from home can really hamper you in Europe, and they've got one back, and that's the last thing you want to see, because once they get one, that does give them the impetus that they could go and get another. I mean, their player can't be playing well because he's just scored and he's still on a 6.6, so he must be having a stinker. They look very tired. They're really not happy as well. We're just very complacent, I think, is the issue. Honestly, I don't care if we don't really turn up as long as we get through. In real life, obviously, you'd want the standards to be set high, but in a game, who cares? But yeah, I mean, not a very eventful first half, was it? A very quick first half. Don't mind it, though, as long as we get through it. And as long as we win the game, I couldn't really care less. So it would be nice not to lose this individual game, though. If we could get a draw or something, I would be happy with that. Trincao gets on the end of a header, but unfortunately, that header does hit the bar and go over the net. A couple of players not really turning up today, Garçon and Darvic in particular. So we'll make a couple subs. We'll bring Christian on. We'll bring Avia on. Avia hasn't scored yet, but he's had plenty of assists. He seems like he's more of a creator. Christian did score his first goal for the club in the OB game as well. Pounced on a loose ball and just smashed it top bin. So he definitely looks good. He definitely looks decent enough. Groot Farm plays it down the right-hand side into Trincao, back to Diaz, up to Granheim, into Martin. Looks for Avia, but it's a sloppy pass again from Martin. His passing could do with a little bit of work, and Marseille try to get a second, but thankfully the effort goes over, and they've been the better side on the night. I don't think there's any worry about that. They've definitely been the better side tonight, but thankfully we're doing probably just enough to be better than them. We'll bring Ronnie Edwards on. We will bring Nick Ullum on as well, because Martin's been giving the ball away. We'll leave the last sub just in case there's an injury or anything. Freshen up the midfield, but yeah, not really turned up today, so thankfully this second leg, we didn't really need a result. We just needed to not get absolutely hammered. But there you go. Granheim on the end. He does really well to get around it. He's done well to get it on his right foot, to be fair. It was shaping up like it was going to have to be a left-footed effort, but he's done well. Christian to take the corner. Christian whips it in. Slotziger's there, but it just goes across the box. Edwards picks it up. Not really a big fan of Ronnie Edwards. I have to say he's not impressed me one bit. He's been pretty poor. He did actually score in the OB game, but it wasn't a great effort. He just got a little bit lucky. We'll make our last sub. We'll blink Glenn Rash on. I want to call him Glenn Lash. Glenn Rash. It's always hard to say. Bring him on for Trincao. Whatever the highlight was going to be for Marseille, clearly got killed because we made that sub. So thankfully we've avoided what could have been a potential goal. But yeah, I mean, it's looking good. And yeah, we lost on the night, but it doesn't matter. We did the hard part in the first game. Well done, boys. We're through. So that got us to the round of 16, I believe. We get 8 million. Wow. That's quite a chunk of change, right? So we will be in the round of 16. I don't think we'll know until maybe after today. Some staff members joined. Some more games being played. I don't know if that's all of them, though. Don't know if that'll be enough to get the draw. I feel like that's not the that's a first leg. So yeah, we won't wait. We won't hang around for it. But yes, that'll be the next episode. So there's a couple league games we'll play off camera, and then we'll come back for the 2 legs in the Champions League round of 16. No league game in between as well, which is nice. So Champions League round of 16 will be the next episode. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the European Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.